Hey guys, I'm sure that a lot of you are used to seeing me in a pretty good mood. Unfortunately, right now is just not one of those times. Usually I'm a pretty unaffected person, and so like seeing things on the internet doesn't really bother me. I guess we could turn that off. But recently there was a incident in Dallas, and it's kind of hard to watch. I found the video, which was surprisingly hard to find the second time. So it looks like there was an accident, and maybe they're trying to stop the cars. Everybody's putting their hazards on. It seems like a pretty normal accident at first. And here they come. Oh my god, dude. And there's more. Look at the fire. And there's just more flames. It's just engulfed in flames. See, I'm all for having fun. I've had a lot of fast cars. I currently have a somewhat fast bike that I don't really ride that much because of a recall and the fact that it terrifies me. I don't know, man. There's just something about that. You have to know what's in front of you. You can't be going that fast when you don't know what's just ahead. That's like driving at nighttime in fog with no headlights on. Now obviously this isn't a way of me trying to get on to the people who were hurt or maybe possibly lost their lives because of this accident. This is me trying to show this as sort of like a learning experience for those of you who haven't crashed or haven't had a situation like that. And you know, I guarantee you that none of those people got on their bikes expecting for something like that to happen. They're probably just riding. They're obviously having roll races or whatever they're doing, or just going fast with each other, I don't know. And next thing you know, just there's nowhere to go. You're going too fast. You can't stop. It's over. I don't know. It's really hard to watch because I could just only imagine what it's got to feel like those last couple of seconds when you're coming up on something like that and you know for a fact that you're not going to be able to slow down. Or to be one of those people that's trying to get them to slow down but can't because they can't see you. They're going too fast and they don't have time to react. And now you're watching this person who, I don't know, maybe you were just talking to them at a bike meet. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe you were just sitting down and having dinner with that person. And now you just watched them have that happen. And you're looking at their bike on the ground that you can't even see anymore because there's so much fire. I really hope that people see these videos and they don't see it so much as an entertainment value, and they see it more as like a lesson to be learned. Because let's be honest, motorcycle and car crashes do really well on the internet. People love to watch them for whatever reason. It's kind of crazy. There's just something that people like to do, is they like to watch other people get hurt. It's so weird. I think that with that, people can kind of lose sight of what seeing these videos should actually do for you, which is it should be a big learning lesson. It should be a big learning experience for you. You get to learn from other people's mistakes, which is something that's really cool that we haven't had throughout pretty much all of history. And now you can go on the internet and you can just watch video after video after video of other people making mistakes that you don't have to make. Should we try to roll a little stoppy? Whoops. I went up a little higher than I thought I was going to. He's on his phone. You know, one thing that they were doing right is obviously doing these things at night because, well, I mean, let's be honest. Going fast is really never safe. There's no such thing as going fast in a safe manner, even on a track. That's why people on tracks wear suits, you know? That's why nobody in MotoGP is wearing shorts and a tank top. It's not safe. It is fun though, and I think that people should be allowed to do it. Obviously in certain circumstances, and honestly in some circumstances that maybe we don't have here in the United States. Like we don't have an Autobahn, but maybe we should, to be honest with you. It is an assumed risk though that you take on when you decide to do that, because if you're going 100 plus miles an hour, let's be honest, you're probably not going to make it if you crash. And if you do, the consequences are going to be devastating. That's just the harsh reality of what this thing is that we do. And so I do think that it's a really great thing that they were doing this at night, because that's when obviously traffic is the lightest. I'm not like a geologist or whatever, I don't know if that's the right word, but it looks to me like they were in Dallas going through the tunnels, which is super sick. Honestly, this is something that I would like to do. I would love to go and take my fast bike and go ride the Dallas tunnels fast, you know? Something like that happening is just a risk that you have to take when you want to do those kind of things, unfortunately. But when you can't see what's ahead of you, especially when you're with other people who are also going very fast, you have to be like hyper vigilant of what's happening. And if you see cars ahead, you have to slow down early, especially at night, dude. At night, it's really easy to confuse a stopped car with a moving car, especially when you're going, you know, what looked like they were probably going 120, 130 plus miles per hour. Very easy to misinterpret the situation that's in front of you. Man, like I said, by no means am I trying to put shame on anybody or try to correct these people that got hurt. You know, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just hope that somebody sees this and it deters them from doing something crazy that could potentially get them hurt, or God forbid you lose your life. You know, on a positive note though, I don't want to necessarily entirely say positive, almost on like a slightly positive, just going above neutral. On like a slightly positive above neutral note, this could have been a lot worse, to be honest. There's only a few people that got hurt when it realistically could have been, this could have been like the pileup of the century from what it looked like. Who knows, man? Sometimes people go on these group rides and there'll be a lot of people. This easily could have been, I mean, I remember seeing a situation, I think it was also in Dallas, not that long ago. It was like a 10-15 bike pileup. And it doesn't look like a lot of people got hurt during that one, and it wasn't like anybody was doing anything wrong. People were just going like pretty normal freeway speeds, and I think that there was just some sort of obstruction in the road. I don't quite remember exactly what it was, but it could have been something like that, but obviously with more catastrophic consequences given the speed that they were going in. Are you ready? Stock exhaust, this thing's still decently loud, honestly. It's kind of crazy for being a 125. Well guys, let's leave this on a positive note. I want to do a giveaway soon. Now I don't know what I can give away. It'll probably be something not too crazy. I'm not going to be giving away no Shelby Mustang or nothing, but comment down below what you guys think what I should be giving away. Maybe the top comment, I'll do it. We'll see. Brother. That's sick. Little Morgan Wallen on the brother. Anyways, guys, I've got some very extremely late Christmas shopping to do, so if you like the video, man, shoot the video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. It really does. Every time you guys like the video, it shows it to more people, and then next thing you know, I'm famous. If you don't like the video, man, please just, you know, comment down below something like, ethanol addict, you suck, you should probably stop doing YouTube forever, don't ever want to watch your videos again, and yeah, just so that I know. Anyways, peace out, guys.